That didn't work. Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
just breaking bedrock over here.
That was weird. Why did
Like I wasn't even there. Okay, listen. I know I know it's been a little while, and I'm sorry. I've I've been busy. I've been working, been streaming. I had some car issues, which is very, very common when it comes to my life. But it's time that we start working on some projects. I feel bad I haven't been able to, like, make videos, release any videos. I promise I've been getting ready to do so. We even have a new neighbor, and do I know who the neighbor is? Not exactly. It might be Sigils. This might be Sigils, and honestly, beautiful area. Like, it's gorgeous to walk through. Um, I get fairly certain I've been told it's a few different people. And I don't think there's any signs. But let's go take a little look. I doubt any of this is a spoiler. And if it is, I mean, who's really watching? Like, look at this. It's very cute. There's something going on out in this ocean, too. I know I said I was going to work on projects. We're just going to admire other people's. There's something really big going on here. Somebody, I don't know, I said that like I was Sheriff Woody. Somebody poisoned the water hole. Anyways, that's AJ's base over there. I don't know who's doing this or what it is, but good lord, it is a huge project that they're working on. Super excited. Would not be surprised if this is Kev. And I can't wait to see. I'm gonna head back over there, and I'm gonna show you what I want to do. I mean, I'd like to sleep. I'd like to sleep, that's for sure. I don't... How the... How the hell did he do that? Man takes my bed, he takes my sunshine? What's going on here? Um... Wow. Alright, well, my day just got worse. We're gonna build a tower. The plan is to start building my huge minigame, which is mostly gonna be underground. And when you make a build underground, what's the appeal? What makes people want to go underground? Because there has to be something like above ground to make you be like, man, I gotta check out everything down there. So I'm thinking a giant tower, which if you've never played Slay the Spire, there's a huge a huge tower in that game, because it's a spire, if you didn't know. Uh, Huge spire that you climb up, but in this you're not going to climb up, you're going to go down. But it's all just for show, but it's going to look really good, I think. In fact, I'm so sure that it's going to look good that I built it. Well, I built a little bit of it. I'm still working on a lot of it, but you know, we're getting somewhere. I'd say we're getting somewhere with this build. This is my first real project, I guess I would say, on the server. Obviously, we had the flower shop. We do have a mini game over at Goodland, but this is probably the biggest thing I've ever built. So basically, we have this spire, the story of which I will iron out at a later date. Essentially, you know, the spire has been taken over. It's cracked in half. It's a big old storm cloud above it. So you have to go underneath the world to investigate what is going on. But again, I feel like to really start the dungeon, I had to figure out the story above the surface. And this is a big part of it. Again, my reference was clearly the Slay the Spire. And now I have to work on this giant storm cloud. Um, I want it to go out really far, like probably over to there. And it's gonna be multiple layers. I'll show you up here a bit. I also want to have this cool swirling effect, as if it was like lightning, kind of going around in a circle, you know? You know what I'm talking about. So I thought the best way to do it would just be redstone lamps. I feel like that's pretty effective. And it does give off a good look from below. We'll take a look once it gets even darker up here. But as you can see, I did 2 layers of orange glass, and then a space in between for the redstone lamps, just to give it like a little 3D effect, some extra haziness. I was gonna go up even more, but I didn't want to do that. So here we are. And this gray glass, oh, we're gonna need so much gray glass. It's a shame because the person who owns the glass shop, Drew, is one of the busier people that I know. So he's not always around to stock it. So I've had to collect a bit of my own sand to smelt. I do have a good amount of extra. Look at this. Look, isn't that just so fun to just dive straight off of that? Like, this is insane. Man, I really wish it wasn't raining. That's kind of ruining the immersion here. But trust me when I say it's a good look. Honestly, the extra layer of cloud, too. That makes it look really nice. But you can kind of see what I'm going for there, right? I think it's pretty good. I do have to play around. Okay, wait, maybe this is the greatest thing in the world. So let's take a closer look, because I mean, I have a lot of work to do, you know? It's not done. A lot of these upper layers, you know, I got done placing the blocks. I didn't get to do a lot of texturing, but the lower level, at least on the front here, I have put a lot of work into. And I feel like it shows. Like, it kind of came out, I don't want to say exactly how I wanted, because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just kind of going with God on that. But look at this. Like, I started with Blackstone, because I knew I wanted some kind of gradient, so I just kind of thought dark to light would be good. And what biome am I in? That it's Why isn't it rain? Oh, because I'm below the cloud. Yeah, that makes sense. God, that was confusing. Anyways, so we went with Blackstone, which I bought a lot of. Few shops I cleaned out, they restocked, bought them out again. And then I also went and collected a lot of gilded Blackstone, which is not easy to come across. It is really not. But it's also such a nice block. I it's not perfect, but it's one of my favorites. 'Cause like it just adds so much, you know. There's just so much to do with it. So threw a lot of that in there. I don't know how much extra I have for the rest of the couple of layers here, but fine for now. We went with orange windows with shroom lights behind them, which from the inside, obviously, looks a little weird. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the interior. I have not figured that out yet. This floor, I'm pretty happy with. I've never used tuft blocks like this before, but I think I kinda made it work. So it's tuft and calcite, and it just looks good. Very happy with the floor. On the outside, we're gonna go with a lot of blues because the plan is, and I've started a bit over here. So there's obviously the giant storm cloud above, but below, I wanted it to look like it was getting just kind of like sucked into the earth. So there's this skulky hole. God, that sounds. That, yeah, God smited me for saying that one there. Um, this big hole that the spire is getting sucked into, which is kind of why it's cracked in half. What the hell? So the top half is kind of going up into the storm cloud, bottom half down into uh, the skulky hole. I'm not making that the title of the episode. I refuse to do it. Um, so yeah, there's gonna be skulk running up the sides of these, which I do need to collect a ton more of. But there's a huge deep dark underneath this place, so we should be okay. We should be well stocked. Um, but yeah, like look at how much you could tell I haven't just not been playing. I've been playing. I've been playing a whole lot. We also had a stream weekend where we all kind of took turns streaming on a Saturday and Sunday, and went from 10 a.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time or something. Also, don't tell Good, but I have a bed up here. This is my new bed. I made it black so it would kind of blend in. Um, I lit these sides up with lichen, so it's kind of dim, but should be enough for mobs to not spawn. This layer, I also have to work on texturing. I started a little bit on the front. I think this level's really good. I wish I knew where my happy gas was. Might be at Goodland still. We should go get him. But, happy with how the texturing on that layer's coming out. Because it was just the blackstone bricks going directly into the basalt. So I put some deep slate in there. Both the tiles and cobble. And some of the bricks as well. We have some other basalt. Cobbled basalt? Is that right? Whatever the hell that block is. Just really mixing with monotone gradients, but I think it's coming along really well. And the orange and the yellow, it just adds so much to it, so I think it's coming along pretty well. Um, Again, I have to really start texturing up here now. I just haven't had a lot of time. we kind of had to stop this to make sure we could finish our Goodland game. Because that was the main premise for the stream weekend. It was, just kind of having fun playing some mini games. So I should show off mine. That's probably a good idea. You know, I have a feeling this guy's gonna go through a lot of changes this season. I don't know when that got added, but he's he's looking pretty good. I don't know what's going on in here. Oh, is there some kind of like chicken farm or something? Oh, there sure is. Jeez. Interesting. Also, look, this is why I don't want a good bed. Look at these. They got piss all over. Ugh. I don't want a good bed. But let's show off, my thing. That sounds weird, I'm sorry. Let's show off my build. That's what we all came here for. I built this giant mushroom, which I still have to decorate. I really just wanted to get it done before the stream weekend. And I'm glad I did, because I think people liked it, and a lot of people saw it and thought it looked good. What is that? Oh, goodness. So we built the mushroom, if you couldn't tell. Big ol' mushroom. There's a little entrance. A lot of pale oak wood went into this. A lot of mushrooms went into this. I'm probably going to throw more moss in here at some point, but again, just haven't had the time to do so, really. So you want to set your spawn. I do have a little lectern here. I did have this chest stocked up with some wind charges, but they kind of all got used up really quickly. Also, where the hell? Oh, there he is. This is my guy right here. This is my dude. I've never had one of these. This is my boy Billy Bones. My wife and I have been watching Black Sails, and I like Billy Bones' character, so I figure that's a good name for this guy. And look at that. He loves it here. And he's only a little bit trapped. So basically, you want to make it inside of the top of the mushroom. Just getting from platform to platform with wind charges. I'll be honest, I'm not the best with wind charges. It makes me really nervous. I have not successfully done this before. That could all change now. Alright. Oh. Oh. There we go. We're actually really close. Oh, oh no. Okay, well, luckily I have wings. Man, we're doing so well. Oh god. Yeah, if you don't have feather falling, you're not gonna have a great time with this. Um, just before I run out of wind charges because I don't have any extras. Once you do make it up to the top here, you have to jump and catch this vine. Which honestly I should make a little higher up. Gotta decorate the inside of this too. I know it's a little anticlimactic, but again, just want to get it done. I also have this guy in here. I don't know what to do with this guy. I'd like to do something, just to kind of celebrate his life. But he's happy in there, so I'm not gonna bug him. But yeah, this is my big old game. Well, I guess compared to what my other game's gonna be, this is gonna be tiny. But yeah, I do still want to touch this up. I want to add a lot more dangly bits, kind of round it out. But I would say it looks pretty good. At least that's what everyone's told me. Um, but yeah, no, everyone thought this was cool. It's got a lot of work. that still needs to be done. Like, again, this just kind of looks too straight, in my opinion. I want to bulk up some of this, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. That's my cool mushroom. Jesus. All right. So it's been the full day, like a full 24 hours since I've recorded. I don't think it stopped raining on here since then. It's just, like you hear the memes about it always raining on the server. It's true. That's all it does. I had to cover the entire area in glass just to get some peace and quiet. Did I take a screenshot? The hell did I take a screenshot of? Anyways, I think before we go, we're gonna start doing one last thing around here. Um, oh, he found a safe spot and then he still burned to death. Um, we're gonna continue this hole, and what better way to do it than with TNT? Guys, I know. I know it's not gonna go well. I don't know how this stuff works. Ah, Jesus. Okay, that's not too bad. We pretty much just gotta do a lot of that. Because, this isn't gonna go down, like, too deep, I don't think. But I also don't know. So, I'm kinda leaving it up to fate here. Like, let's just see what happens. Alright. I mean, that was pretty good. I gotta be careful, though. I can't blow that up. If I blow that up, oh, I'm gonna cry. It's so obnoxious to get. Yeah, I'm gonna do this kind of just around the sides. I'm too lazy to dig it out, and my haste beacon doesn't reach back here, so I'd rather just blow it up. Might as well just blow it up if you can. Thank you again to Chosen Architect for allowing me to use his mob farm. Got a lot of gunpowder from there. I'm gonna AFK there later, so I can kind of restock it a bit. I felt a little bad, but need to blow some stuff up. You know me. I think this is a nice little spot to do this, though. Am I nervous about fucking it up? Yeah, probably gonna. But we'll never know. Until we try. Oh, probably shouldn't do that. Did I just give up over here? Oh, that's where I started. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah. God, I'm gonna blow up so much stuff that I don't want to blow up. We'll stop it, like, here. Because again, I don't want it to get near the gilded blackstone. I don't have flame on my bow. Wait, does this work? Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. You guys are in for a damn treat today. Let's get up here. Let's get some high ground. And then I guess all this should go through. I've been meaning to do this, but again, you gotta just have the haste going on because it doesn't refresh up here. That's good enough for now. Okay. Let's try this. God damn it. Let's try this. Jesus, I'm bad at this game. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll do that. Yup. 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 Is this going well? Did I not blow up? And this was already here. That hole was there. Did I really not blow that up? Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys. This is the dawn of a new era.